Here is the skirt. I've trapped the tail of the skirt, which is the train, inside the fabric. I folded on the fold. I've got the darts together and I've got it in order. Now you saw me cut it before, but what I've done is I've put the stitching line back so it's roughly in place. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw the shape of my daughter. Can you see there's some pins here? So I'm going to use that as a guideline to where I want the shape of my daughter. But what I'm going to still do is use the pattern to create the shape. So I'm going to use it to give me the outline of the figure. So what I'm doing is I put the pattern where the pins are, and then I draw in the lines. So what I've done is I put the pattern where I want it, and using my good tool here, I draw in where her shape is. So I'm using the pattern basically as a ruler. So what I'm doing here now is I'm taking it in. I'm giving the dress, the skirt, a shape, a figure. Now I'm going to take it back out, so I'm pivoting it. So this helped me to get straight lines. And so it's going to be even on both sides. And then when I've done this, I will also do the same to the lining so that they fit snugly. Once I have done that, I will remove the pins. No, in fact, I will take the pins and make sure that the fabric stay together. I now pin both the fabric to itself. Now I'm not going to touch the waist because the waist was fine. So there is the shape of the dress. And on that drawing line, I will stitch both sides and give it a seam allowance than the main fabric. So I just leave a little bit of room inside so it slides around. Go walk down. Turn around. It's not finished yet, but this is stage 4 fitting. I've got to take the sides in. I'll show you. I've pinned the sides in there. I've taken it in a bit more, so I'm going to have to adjust that. Turn around, and I'm going to adjust the back. Turn around. Turn around. I'm just a bit worried when I put the stencil in that it wouldn't look as fantastic as it does now. Now we have the skirt and the lining, and now we're going to merge the two together. Here we have the back. So far what we're going to do, the best way I can show you, is we're going to first attach this bit here which is almost the opening of the back. So you can, the back, where normally is a pleat. And here is the back as well, which is the train is in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the lining attached to this fee here. So the best way I can show you is we put this on top like this, and then grab hold of the train, and we're going to now pin this down to the V bit. So from point to point, we're going to pin this down. And when we stitch this up, we're going to be following it from this side. And the lining, when I pin it to it, it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom. So I've left a space of, say, 2 inches from the bottom. And what I do then is I'll overlock the bottom bit so it looks tidy. So when I stitch, I'll stitch all the way down and then overlock it so that bit, what's exposed, it looks good. So we've pinned that, so now we're going to move this over to this side, and now we're going to pin this side here, which is a part of the V. So those two are pinned together. And so that you can see it clearly, I'm going to open it up. So the lining is this side. And the skirt is here. So there's the opening for the zip. There's a zip bit there. So we're first going to deal with this section here. And when you open it up even further, you'll see all the raw edges are now going to be inside. Alright, so this is now stitched down. They are now joined together here. And what I've done, so you see it here, what I've done when I was stitching, I stitched from this side so I can follow the stitch mark that I've already done, keeping it the same. So now I'm going to bag it out. Where's my food? So that you can see this better. There is a section that I just stitched. Can you see that V? So that's what I've just done. Putting the tail, the train, inside. And here now, you will see the zip. The lining, we'll just pin it there, just a couple of inches away, just half an inch away from the zip, so it doesn't jam up. And then we'll do the same on the other side. We'll pin the lining to the skirts, and from here on now we'll pin seam to seam, seam to seam, there we go, seam to seam. And remember I said I cut the lining just a little bit bigger. So what happened is that I ease around the waist the fabric in, making the dress more comfortable, but it's not that much, so it's seam to seam. And as you can see here, dart to dart, or thereabout, because it's a little bit bigger, so that it's comfortable.